who contributed to the debate, stressed the urgent need for economic diversification to enable the country cope with the prevailing economic downturn.
This chamber is set up. This is why we are here by constitutional commandment to ensure that we do the needful, to ensure that we participate, Mr. Senate President, for 110 billion bitumen market in the world. How can we as a nation be having second largest depositor of bitumen in the world without participating in the market of $110 billion?
However, Senators Adams Oshomole and Enyinaya Abaribe kicked against the proposed Bitumen Development Commission.
Bitumen is nothing but heavy oil. Therefore, I do not think that it is outside the remit of the Petroleum Act.
The bill, however, scaled second reading nevertheless and was referred to the Committee on Solid Minerals for further legislative input.
Having read this bill for the second time, it is now referred to the Committee on Solid Minerals to report back to the Senate in 2 weeks.
Our House of Representatives correspondent, Linda Ike, brings to you discussions at plenary and committee sessions. Meanwhile, the federal government has reiterated its commitment to the promotion of education in the country, especially for the girl child. Details of these and reports from other government agencies will be coming your way shortly.
Chairman House Committee on Disability, Bashiru Dawudu, has harped on the need to amend the Child Rights Act to include the concerns of persons with disabilities, PWD. Dawudu stated this on Monday at a meeting with the persons with disabilities in Abuja with the theme Every Child, Every Right. The lawmaker acknowledged that there is a huge gap in the PWD Act, saying that the amendments alone will not address all the challenges. Dawudu said that the process to reenact the PWD Act is in progress in the House of Representatives, stating that input of stakeholders will be collected at the public hearing. He noted that the Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas, has approved the use of sign language in the chambers for effective communication with PWD, assuring the full enforcement of the Act.
This is your house. The members of the Assembly are your servants. They're not your organs like some people would think sometimes. So I'm really glad that you also express your mind and the things that we're going to be able to do for you about it.
Earlier, persons with disability seek legal framework from the National Assembly to protect special children in this country. Members of the community had advocated for amendment of PWD relevant laws. Speaking at the meeting, the Executive Director, Women and Girls with Albinism Network, Constance Onyemechi, said children with albinism are first targets for rape and child trafficking. She added that this is so, hence the myth and superstition surrounding albinism as a genetic condition. She further noted that children with albinism face difficulty going to school as they encounter a lot of challenges in classrooms.
Now let me start with health. For a person with albinism, we are very prone to skin cancer, and it leads to continuous exposure to the sun. Over time, we begin to have moles, warts, and then, if not checked correctly, it becomes skin cancer.
Also, Job Napoleon, a disability and rights advocate, said there is a gap between the National Child Act and PW Act, calling on the Parliament to review the curriculum to capture special children.
While you were busy giving us a preamble into why we are here, you mentioned some cardinal issues that I think you should be able to put alongside with the National Child Act and the National Disability Act. I may say so.
Heads of security agencies are calling for more funding to address issues of insecurity across Nigeria. The Security Heads made the call on Tuesday at the sectoral briefing on security organized by the House of Representatives in Abuja. The sectoral debate is part of legislative agenda of the 10th House of Representatives to engage security health and ministries, departments and agencies for a way forward. Speaking at the meeting, service chiefs narrated the strategies put in place to tackle and improve security across the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. They also pointed the challenges faced by the security agencies in combating insecurity across the country.
No territory in Nigeria is being held by the terrorists. That is very clear. No terrorists. We may have them moving here and there, but none that is under their command. The DDR, the disarmament program for the surrendered terrorists, is what is being awaited. Processes are being done and it's continuing. In the North Central and the Northeast, we equally have some that have also found out that they cannot win and they are willing to surrender. In the Northwest, we have reduction in armed banditry in the Northwest and kidnapping, domination of the theater of operations, aspects of illegal mining. In the North Central, we have reduction in tourist migration to Niger and Kaduna states, degradation of the terrorists and Saudi sleeper cells in Kogi State, enhanced security measures in the FCT and the environs through air and land domination.
On his part, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, said that a police that is battered with poor logistics, inadequate funding and manpower. He appealed for collaboration with the legislature and support from Nigerians to achieve the police mandate of securing the citizens, stressing that no amount of arrest will solve the insecurity issues in Nigeria if its roots is not addressed.
Provision of logistics is very poor in the police.